little bit of your zip since you qualified for this final nearly a month ago.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. I can't argue against that. I think as much as we didn't want it to be a distraction, it has been. Hopefully now it's out the way, we can return to our best form. But I thought, even in the games we haven't won of late, we've been in the games and very competitive as we were today.
The bigger picture is it is all a process for you, for Newcastle United. Would you do things differently then when you get, hopefully from your point of view, to another cup final?
It's probably a bit too early to assess that. I think the players emptied out today. I think they gave everything on the pitch. That's all you can ask for. Yeah, it is a process for us. We want to be here on a regular basis. It's a nice taste of it today, but it doesn't taste very sweet when you don't win.
Is it also a sort of a sobering moment to realise that you've been ahead of Manchester United for a lot of the season in the league, but they are now ahead of you and have beaten you here, that there's still quite a journey to go for you?
I think without a doubt, there's a long way for us to go to be the team that we eventually want to be. But I can't fault the effort and the commitment of the people that have given everything this season towards hopefully a successful season. There's a lot of games to come. Who knows what can be the ending for us?
And finally, you said life is about moments, it's about happenings, and you've certainly produced a lot of wonderful moments along the road to Wembley. Do you feel you've given your fans something special?
Yeah, I think so. I think this season we have. I think they've seen a group of players who have been absolutely committed to the team, to the club. As I say, there's a long way to go this season. We haven't given up hope of having an amazing campaign.
Thanks, Eddie.
Thank you.
Erik ten Hag, congratulations first of all. You must be very proud of your players this evening.
Not only this evening, but definitely also this evening. Get again the right spirit. Such a very good spirit in the team. Act as a team, but fight, give everything. We beat them, and it was not always, I would say, the best football, but I think it was effective.
They've also, all of them who we've spoken to, have said, yes, we're going to enjoy this, but it's on to the next one, and this is just the start.
Yeah, but first you have to win the first one, and that is what we did today. And I think you get a lot of inspiration of this, but also more confidence that we can do it. And I think we are still in a start to restore Man United there where it belongs, and that is to winning trophies. And yeah, this is the first one.
It seems to me that there is an amazing spirit amongst the players. Do you have a secret? Did you change things in the dressing room?
What you see, it is true. They are really good connected with each other. They challenge each other as well, and that is a good dressing room.
Training
needs to be. But in the moment, it's difficult. They help each other out, and it's great to see. And I think it's the best what a manager can get.
Erik, last season, the end of last season was so difficult for a lot of these players playing for Manchester United. Are you surprised at how well they're doing so early in your reign at the club?
The question was said more times. I don't know, I just want to win, and we invest from the start of the season with the staff. And I think I want to say that the staff did an incredible good job with the players, and also staff and players, they are together. And together also you see with the fans.
We can see that.
It's really surprising how the fans, and they stay, and there was really a hungerness and a desire for trophies, because Man United, you know that, is stand for trophies.
Erik, forget that. Champagne tonight? Is it champagne for just the manager and the staff?
The manager, staff, players. We are West Ham, big game on Wednesday.
Will you be doing any more dancing? If you just want to take a look at the screen here,
I did.
There was just a little bit of celebratory dancing at the end with Anthony and Martinez. A bit more dancing tonight, Erik.
You should resign after that. You should resign tonight.
Never. I did before. We have a history with that. So, we hope we can do it.
It's just Roy Keane saying
I know.
that.
Thank you. I hope we can do it more often.
Just one on Casemiro, who got player of the match today and seems to have made such a difference at the club, both on and off the field.
I said before the game, Rafa Varane, Casemiro, David De Gea, they know how to win trophies. And you need such lads on the pitch to point the team, to coach the team, to organize the team. And not only so from tactical perspective, but also especially mental perspective is so important the winning attitude, they have to bring it in the dressing room, they have to bring it in the team, and in difficult situations, they have to handle. That is what they did again.
I'm told Sir Alex Ferguson's waiting in the tunnel to say congratulations, so we better let you go.
Okay,
Eric, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Eric Ten Hag with us as he says thank you to everybody. We'll take your mic. What did he say to you then?
No.
We talked about his aura, and the guys had already talked about the Ronaldo situation. But there is a carrot as well as a stick with Eric Ten Hag, such as how he's dealt with Jadon Sancho, for example, or going on the run himself after that Brentford game to be with his players. It's not ruling with an iron rod.
No, but I think, to be fair, the big things, leaving Marcus Rashford out, who was doing well for being late, obviously in the Wolves game, obviously the way in which the Cristiano Ronaldo situation was dealt with. Harry Maguire, his captain, had obviously been left out. They are massive decisions and courageous ones, and they could have gotten it easily wrong and gone the other way. But what he's done is assumed control in the club, and I think that at a football club, you think of Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, there's no doubt that they're the most important figure in the football club. And Eric Ten Hag today, I say today, the last few months, I think has just taken control of Manchester United. The fans love the team again, and you saw the cheer that the fans gave him, by the way. Yeah. They love those players, they love Casemiro, they love Rashford, but when he went and lifted the trophy, there was no doubt who they think the most important person is.
Do you think you've all played under some of the greatest managers the game has seen? If they're authentic, they get the players on side, don't they? And he strikes me in every way. As I would have said the same if Eddie Howard was as well, by the way.
Passionate,
authentic.
Mark, he's passionate. You can feel it. He just won the Carabao Cup. He's coming here, talking about his players, his staff, and this is the most important for him. And the way he talks about football, the way he talks about people, is about his heart, his passion about the game. And this is what Manchester United need.
I think it's honesty. I think if you've got a manager that you feel's honest and being honest with you and being honest with the group, you get the best out of the players that you've got in your dressing room. And I think he's an honest man, and I think you can see that rubbing off on the players.
Do you know what's unbelievable? His substitutions are unbelievable, by the way. In the last few months, he hasn't put a foot wrong. He's brave with them, taking Wan-Bissaka off, Weghorst at half-time on Thursday. Everything seems to work. He brings Anthony on, he scores. Even in the second half, when Sabitzer and McTominay come in, I thought, it's a bit of a defensive move, but actually Manchester United from that point got better in an attacking sense. He really reads the game well off the bench. He's fantastic at that.
As well, lads coming off the bench, obviously the goals, not just over the last few weeks since the start of the season, lads coming off the bench shows you that there's a proper spirit in the camp. Some players come on, they can be upset, but lads are coming on and having an influence in their games and not disappointed. So that reflects where the group is, and they're obviously a happy bunch. We've been critical of them over the last few years. I said they were a hard team to like over the last few years. No, I like what I see with this group of players, and obviously certainly what the manager's doing. And when you're winning week in, week out, it does help.
Mark, honestly, we went to interview Eric Ten Hag 4 days after the 4-0 against Brentford, and if you remember, he'd taken them for a run on the Sunday and gone out and taken them.
Is it a mixture of all of them?
I think it's definitely a mixture of all emotions, but I just want to say it's massive for us to be involved in these type of games, and it's something that we've missed as a club. So yeah, the fact that we've come all this way and we went on and won it, it's a massive feeling, but hopefully it pushes us now to keep going.
You can sense that just watching the celebrations, and in fact how people are talking, that there's a mixture of elation but also a determination.
Yeah, definitely the hungers to have more moments like this, and I've been in finals where we've won and where we've lost, and when you win them, it's massive for the club, it's massive for us as individuals, and it's part of our history in the club, and we want to keep adding to that.
Match today. What kind of difference has he made both on and off the field?
Yeah, I think he makes a huge difference. One, his leadership and experience in big games is huge for us, and I've spoke to some of the forward lads, and when he's on the pitch, you feel that sense of security behind, and it's massive for us, and I'm buzzing for him today. His first trophy for the club, so yeah, hopefully he can push us now to keep winning more.
Barcelona on Thursday, Carabao Cup final today, West Ham on Wednesday night in the FA Cup, Liverpool next Sunday. That's what you want?
Yeah, we want to be involved in a lot of games, and that means we've got to stay in the competition, so if you want to win things, we have to keep pushing and keep going for the whole thing.
Okay, you win cups to go celebrate, not talk to us. Go on, Marcus, go celebrate with your teammates. Let's get some more reaction. Emma Saunders is with a couple more Manchester United players.
Well, congratulations to you, David, to you, Luke, as well. Just how good did it feel to have your hands around that trophy?
Yeah, no, It feels amazing. It feels like we spoke before that we want to now create our own history here with the new team, the new manager, and I think today was the start of it. And you know, now it's a great feeling. Obviously, after the last final I played here, we lost, so I'm really happy and proud of the team today.
Yeah, Luke's saying there, this is just the start of something. Back among the silverware, back where this club belongs.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect start for a new era. I think the team is ready for everything. We showed today, we play a great game, 2-0 against a very good team. See the fans now, everyone is so happy. It's a great moment for us, so let's enjoy and let's be ready again.
Saw you at the full-time whistle, Luke, making the effort to go up to every single player in the squad, every single member of staff that you could, and I suppose that really represents what a team effort this is, everyone playing their part.
Yeah, of course. I think sometimes people are easy to forget the people that, you know, are not on the pitch, and I've been here a long time now, and
Understandably disappointed, Eddie Howe. It's an obvious thing to say, isn't it? But it's how they react as a collective from here.
That's what top-level sport is about. When you're playing for big clubs or clubs with big expectations, you've got to deal with the disappointments. Their performance today was okay, but okay is not going to be enough to beat Man United in the final. The first goal was crucial. But they have to bounce back now and react, and obviously they've had a really good start to the season. They've come off it the last few weeks, but a huge few months coming up for them. Can they compete in that top 4, 5, 6 positions in the league? We'll see what kind of characters and reaction we will get over the next few months.
It's interesting because I think at the start of the season everybody would have predicted Newcastle being in that top 10, maybe top 6, but no one would have seen them in the Champions League places, and they've got themselves to that position, and now people are looking at them very, very differently. They didn't go ballistic in spending in January, and the expectations now, if you go back to the start of the season, you'd say if they finish in the top 6, they've had a great season, but we want more. They want more.
Les Ferdinand talking about Newcastle being in top 6. Don't forget we are top of the league with 12 points clear, and we lost by 3 points. I don't want to hear you on that.
We got through the whole afternoon with it being so harmonious. But on that, just on Newcastle final,
yes.
if they finish 6th at the end of the season and a Carabao Cup final, run it up, the fans would have taken that at the start of the season. They might still take it.
Yes, because it's the start of the build-up.
Yes.
This is a new era for the club. The new investors, a new mentality, new philosophy, and then you're going to step up to something brand new. And you need to wait and be patient. Nothing is going to be made overnight. You need to wait.
Patient, but this is where the expectations come for Newcastle over the next few months, the next season ahead. Last year was about staying up. Obviously, they've done that very, very well and they were comfortable. But now the next step for Newcastle is going to be the hardest one.
Just finally on Manchester United, is one of the biggest positives for Manchester United today, that World Cup winners, Champions League winners were celebrating this trophy with as much joy as they may have celebrated.
A trophy is a trophy, Mark.
Yeah, I know.
And I think that's all they you know, we saw that, and we were really impressed by the fact that they, you know, the Carabao Cup, they've won Champions League, they've won World Cups, but they're still celebrating because they're winners. That's exactly what they are, they're winners.
And it's a campaign as well. It's many games towards the final and the winner.
And it's such a good habit, winning. Really good habit, let me tell you.
For Manchester United.
Yeah. For anybody.
I think there's a couple of slide tackles coming in here in a minute, you know, and I'm just going to get out of the way.
Well, you're in the middle of it at the moment, so you're going to
look at his smile. Look at his smile.
Yeah, you all have a group hug to finish. I think that might be the best way to finish it. Let's point you in the direction of our Premier League coverage.